Ever wondered why some people seem to be always broke, even with a hefty paycheck? You know the type. Always complaining about being so broke while simultaneously ordering takeout again because there's nothing to eat at their place. It's a head-scratcher, isn't it? Like, where does all that money go? Well, today, we're diving into that very mystery. So, buckle up, because today, we're talking about the surprising reasons why my colleagues, despite earning those big, impressive salaries, always seem to be a little short on cash. You might even see a little bit of yourself in here. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. Okay, let's talk about lifestyle inflation. You know, that sneaky little thing that happens when you get a raise, and suddenly you just start living a little larger. It starts subtly. Maybe you treat yourself to a daily latte instead of your usual home-brewed coffee. Hey, you deserve it, right? And those takeout dinners? Well, you're too tired to cook after a long day. But here's the thing about lifestyle inflation, my friends. It's like a balloon expanding. You keep blowing more air, or money, in, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger. Before you know it, you're trapped in this cycle of needing more and more just to maintain this new normal. Imagine this. Your friend Sarah gets a fantastic promotion. She's thrilled, and rightfully so. But then, the little things start to change. Suddenly, Sarah a brand new car to match her new job title. Her old one is perfectly fine. But still, new job, new car, right? And then, there's the bigger apartment. After all, she deserves more space with that impressive salary. Don't even get me started on the designer handbags that mysteriously start appearing on her arm. The point is, Sarah's expenses have magically grown to match her income. It's like a magical money tree appeared, and she's shaking it for all it's worth. But here's the thing about magic. It's an illusion, and when the illusion fades, reality can hit hard. This is what happens with lifestyle inflation. People start equating their worth with their possessions, and they fall into the trap of keeping up with the Joneses. The key takeaway here is this. It's fantastic to celebrate your successes and enjoy the fruits of your labor. But it's crucial to be mindful of your spending habits. Let's be honest, folks. Talking about budgeting is about as exciting as watching paint dry. It's not exactly the most glamorous topic, is it? But here's the thing. Budgeting is absolutely crucial, especially when you're dealing with a healthy income. Imagine your money like a herd of adorable but easily distracted puppies. If you let them run wild without any direction, they're going to get into all sorts of trouble. They'll chew on your furniture, those impulsive online purchases, dig holes in your yard, hello, credit card debt, and disappear into the neighbour's yard. That's your money running away from you. A budget is like a fence for those adorable money puppies. It keeps them contained, helps you track where they're going, and ensures they're not getting into too much mischief. It's about making a plan for your money, so you're in control, not the other way around. You see, many of my colleagues, despite their impressive paychecks, have this it'll all work out mentality. They don't track their spending, they don't have a savings plan, and they certainly don't have a budget. They're basically winging it, hoping for the best. Now, I'm all for a little spontaneity in life, but when it comes to your finances, winging it is a recipe for disaster. That's why having a budget is crucial. It allows you to track your income, monitor your expenses, and make informed decisions about your money. It's about taking control of your finances so you can achieve your financial goals. Chapter 3. Drowning in Debt. The high cost of loans. Let's talk about debt, folks, because let's face it, It's something most of us are all too familiar with. It's like that persistent house guest who just won't take the hint that it's time to leave. It lingers, it weighs you down, and it can really put a damper on your financial freedom. Now, I understand that sometimes debt is unavoidable. Life throws curveballs, unexpected expenses pop up, and sometimes you just need a little help to bridge the gap. But here's the thing. High-interest debt, like credit card debt, is like a financial anchor, dragging you down and preventing you from reaching your full financial potential. I've seen it firsthand with some of my colleagues. They rack up credit card debt, thinking they'll pay it off soon, but then life happens. Maybe their car breaks down, or they have an unexpected medical bill, and suddenly they're stuck in a cycle of making minimum payments that barely make a dent in the balance. It's like trying to run a marathon with a backpack full of rocks. Sure, you might make some progress, but it's going to be a whole lot harder and more exhausting than it needs to be. The key to tackling debt is to be proactive. Create a plan. Explore options like debt consolidation or balance transfers. And most importantly, be disciplined with your spending. Chapter 4. Treat yourself gone wrong. The downside of impulsive spending. Okay, let's talk about something we can all relate to. The irresistible allure of a good impulse buy. You know that feeling, right? You're strolling through the mall, minding your own business, when, bam! A pair of shoes you absolutely catches your eye. Or maybe it's that gadget you've been eyeing online, conveniently on sale for a limited time only. It's like the universe is conspiring to tempt you, whispering sweet nothings like, "You deserve it," or "Treat yourself." And before you know it, you're pulling out your credit card, justifying the purchase with a mental gymnastics routine that would impress Simone Biles. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm all for treating yourself occasionally. Life is too short to deprive yourself of every little thing that brings you joy. But here's the thing about impulsive spending. It can quickly spiral out of control, especially when you're not paying attention to your finances. It's like that bag of chips you open, intending to have just a handful, but before you know it, the bag is empty, and you're left feeling guilty and a little sick to your stomach. Impulsive spending can leave you with a similar feeling, a temporary high, followed by a whole lot of financial regret. You see, those seemingly small, insignificant purchases can really add up over time. A daily latte here, a new outfit there, a concert ticket, because you're spontaneously feeling adventurous. It all adds up. Before you know it, you're left wondering where your money went and why you're constantly feeling broke. The key to combating impulsive spending is to be mindful of your triggers and develop strategies to resist temptation. Before you make a purchase, especially a non-essential one, take a moment to pause and ask yourself, do I really need this? Will it bring me lasting joy? Or am I just caught up in the moment? If you find yourself constantly tempted by online shopping, try implementing a 24-hour rule. Put the item in your cart, but don't check out immediately. Chapter 5. Investing. Is that like a type of coffee? The high cost of not investing. Okay, folks, let's talk about investing. I know, it can seem intimidating, like something only Wall Street hotshots in fancy suits do. But trust me, investing is like flossing for your finances. It's essential for long-term financial health. Here's the deal. When you invest your money, you're essentially putting it to work for you. It's like having your own little money-making minions toiling away in the background while you sit back and reap the rewards. Okay, maybe not that simple, but you get the idea. You see, when you keep all your money sitting in a savings account, It's like that friend who comes over to your house and just sits on the couch, not offering to help with the dishes or anything. Sure, it's there, but it's not really doing much. Investing, on the other hand, is like that friend who shows up with a tool belt ready to tackle any project. They're proactive, they're growth-oriented, and they're always looking for ways to improve things. Now, I'm not saying you need to become a financial expert overnight. There are plenty of resources available to help you get started, from robo-advisors to financial advisors who can guide you through the process. The important thing is to start somewhere, even if it's with a small amount. Think of it like this: the earlier you start investing, the more time your money has to grow. So, there you have it. These are some of the main reasons why my colleagues are struggling financially despite their high salaries. From lifestyle inflation to poor financial planning, high debt to impulsive spending, and neglecting the power of investing, these issues can trap anyone in a cycle of financial instability. But here's the good news. By understanding these pitfalls and taking proactive steps to address them, you can break free from the cycle and create a solid foundation for financial well-being. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. And be sure to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below.